Let's talk about Donnie McClurkin.
I was really on the verge of becoming a woman.
How do you feel when you hear the term no FATS, no FEMS?
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. You know who I am, and honey, you know who I be. I'm none other than the fabulous Dramadupree, and you're watching 3LW TV.
3LW TV.
Welcome to 3LW TV. It's Lonell Williams coming today from Atlanta, Georgia, my hometown. Most of y'all don't think I live here, but
We really don't.
do you date?
Do I date? Technically, no.
Oh, you gotta explain that.
Because-
what constitutes a technicality?
Well, technically, no, I don't date.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Because I don't trust men. I got hurt by 3 different guys. So after the 3rd guy, it was like, I'm not doing this
Not doing
anymore. Y'all can have this dating thing. And so when guys do approach me, it's like, you back up. My self-esteem has not always been the best. And even I go through days when it's like, I don't feel like being bothered. I won't come out of my room just because of whatever. So it's not, so when you see me, this is like a lot of years of building up to this. When I was younger, I was always the biggest out of the group. And even now when I look back on pictures, I said, well, you were not that big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you weren't that big. So I'm like, where did all that come from? Where did all that quote unquote self-hate come from? So it was being around quote unquote my skinny bitches friend. Skinny bitches. You know who you are. I used to have hair down to my butt. Like
You gotta give us some pictures.
like
You
literally. I don't have any. I was really on the verge of becoming a woman because I had met this guy and we ended up in this relationship. So he said, well, I'm sure we can work out a way where I can get you breast implants from insurance. And I'm like, child, that's really pulling me. And so I was like, okay. Like I had made up my mind, well, I'm just going to become a woman and my folks just going to have to get over it because I got this man who loves me for, the Brianna in me back then. And right before I was going to go to California, my mother called me and said, I need you to come to Birmingham. So we ended up having a family meeting, found out she was sick. And I was the only one who could uproot myself. So I was like, okay. So I ended up uprooting myself from Atlanta, moving to Birmingham and staying with her. So that had squashed. So she knew I was gay, but she didn't know anything about the Brianna in me.
Wow.
So then I had to move to Birmingham and take the hair out, pop the nails, put the makeup in storage and all that kind of stuff. And then me and my friend ended up, of course, breaking up because it was me.
So you were willing to go through surgery for a man?
For a man. That's foolishness. I'm telling you, foolishness. It was about being accepted. That's all it was.
Would you consider yourself transsexual?
No.
Okay.
I just back then I was so caught up in it because I was pretty, and I got the attention. Like I didn't like, and back then it was so silly what you considered to be positive attention because I was so young.
Right.
So I was never the one to stand in line at the club. I was always, they would I was get free drinks at the bar. That's silly stuff like that.
Right.
Like, and people still do that to this day. But child, I don't stand in the line. And they think you really think you turn because you don't stand in the line at your home and I could be your food.
How do you feel when you hear the term, which is very popular in the gay community, no FATS, no FEMS?
Oh, I can't stand it. It's because we're already segregated enough as black gay men, and then for us to be a community and separate ourselves even more, it's like, what the hell? Like, are you all serious? Like, we have come so far from being black and then being black men and then being black gay men. Now you're going to pick on the fact that I'm fat, or you're going to pick on the fact that I'm feminine. So then, and now it's like I'm always surprised that there's not something else thrown in with that. It's like no fat, no femmes, no dread. My thing as far as Donnie McClurkin is concerned is, to me, he is a closeted queen who does not like himself. And he is in a career where he can't be who he wants to be. And so he's going to reach out and bash anybody he can. Because what I want is somebody to follow him and catch his tea and dirt. Ooh. And let his ass have it. Because he's done such an injustice to to the young gay kids that are not out, that were in there listening to his service. And imagine if you are young and gay and you don't have a support system. And that man is literally sitting there calling you a vampire, a scourge on society. You cannot possibly know the damage that you're causing.
I mean, that just pisses me off when they're projecting their self-hatred onto impressionable
And that's
youth.
what it is, self-hatred.
Right. I mean, you can oppose homosexuality for as long as the day is long, but have a constructive argument and not a judgmental, fear-based.
Right. Because the whole thing with, well, I once was gay, but I'm not gay anymore, but now I'm celibate. As a gay man, I too have been celibate, but I was still a gay man.
Right.
You're still a gay man, girl.
Yeah,
They
you're not
always
straight,
say
but
that.
you're celibate.
I'm celibate. I'm not in a relationship. Or if you see him with a woman, then she is what I call the gay man's girlfriend. She's always the most beat out fish there with the long flowing hair.
Right.
And she's very model-esque because several men in the industry seem to have those type of girlfriends.
Yeah, I think it's kind of
John
dangerous.
Legend, Tyler Perry. Go on. And you better not edit that out because I need every word of it.
Because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna need to cut that out. It's like, okay, I ain't say it.
No, I said it. Comment.
I don't try to bash anyone. I don't try to discredit his experience because
Right.
it is his experience. That's right. But when you start to project your monkey doodle tomfoolery onto these youth, then I take issue with you because really, we all know you can suck the skin off a dick.
We don't want to listen, and we think that statistics don't involve us. When they come out, and it's they're always in such a negative light when it's concerning the black gay community. So the latest statistics are always about, in relation to the black gay community, it jumps directly to the DL men, and they never seem to address the openly gay men that are in our community. It's a big disparity in between the powers that be in educating the white gay community as opposed to educating us. Because when we see ads for HIV and all that, and things of that nature, who do we see? The white gay community.
Right.
And we don't see them addressing us. Now, you may go to some clubs and there may be a guy there standing out and handing out condoms. But then it's like, when you see him or her and handing out the condoms, it's just like, oh, well, you may get laid tonight, here goes some condoms.
Right.
So we never get the information. Our community is so involved in the nightclub scene that they don't seem to address the nightclub scene. So if you're going to market the information and education to us, meet us where we are.
Right.
Because a lot of times we're not going to come to your seminar. And even during Pride, you can go to a seminar and the room is empty. But go to the pool party and you can't get in. So then you need to meet us at the pool party. The HIV positive community needs to be more seen. Because I know for me with a lot of, some of my friends that are HIV positive, it's like once they were diagnosed, they disappear. And if you want to see them, then you got to go to their homes and they're not out. And then the ones that do know they're HIV positive, they don't let their friends know. They don't even let their closest friends know because of the stigma.
The stigma
that's associated with it. So if we don't see you, then we're not thinking about you. So they need to be seen and they need to be out there more. And the stigma of being HIV positive needs to go away.
So what's next for Dramadupree?
I'm starting a new campaign for 2010. So I'm going back to my roots, as RuPaul would say.
So we might actually get to see the hair after all.
You might. Yes, you will see some hair after all.
Be sure to check out the fiercely funny Dramadupree. We'll see you next time. Always, children, always, always stand in your light.
And if somebody give me your life, slap the hell out of us.
Knock them down.
Because it's your life.
But we still need somebody to put a light on Miss McClurkin.
child.
She needs to find her light, because she's in the
Trying to
darkness.
get a camera that shoots in the dark, get her tea. Send that to me.
See, pull that right on up.
Real WTV.